Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing this afternoon? Darlene, I love you. That's all I got to say. I am so proud of you. You are awesome. Every time I see you, every time I see you on Facebook, I just know that God is blessing you over and over again. And you, because he's blessing you, is allowing other people to be blessed because of you. So continue on your walk. Continue to take care of yourself, and God will continue to work through you. Okay, that's what God has us here for. All right, we're here. Who here believes that we're here for a purpose? Okay, everybody, who here believes that you woke up this morning because God put you here for a reason? Not because you willed yourself to wake up, but because he wanted you to wake up because he has things for you to do. Yes? Okay, so let me ask you a question. Who here feels like they are in the best of health to do what he woke you up today to do? Raise your hand. Who here feels that you are in the best of health to do what God has ordained for you to do? Okay, I got one person raising their hand. 2, 3. Everybody else not so sure, huh? All right, what do you need to do to be in the best health? What do you feel you need to do to be in the best health for God to do what he needs to do? So one of the things about me, I tend to walk around a lot, all right? So if you don't raise your hand, I'll just come walk over to you, okay? All right? So, hi. I knew you know. Come on, you knew I was going to come right over here. You knew that. You knew it. So tell me.
Well, for me, I need to, I'm going to actually change my diet, more water intake, like you said, Alishia. And I was exercising, but for like 4 or 5 months, I stopped exercising, and I gained like 20 pounds in those 4 months. So I'm changing my lifestyle. I hope everyone else does too.
Excellent. Excellent. Who else needs to change some things about themselves so God can do what he needs to do in your life?
Same here. Basically though, diet change, proper sleep, better rest, and everything like that though. A lot of cardio, exercising and stuff like that. Make a long story short though, overhaul change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, some of us know that we need to make these changes. I am a registered dietitian. I have a full-time private practice in Springfield Gardens, where I specialize in weight loss, cardiovascular health, like helping you keep your blood pressure and your cholesterol in check, and diabetes. I specialize in diabetes, especially because in this community, it is rampant. And my specialty, because of weight loss management, is emotional eating. Okay. Now, the reason I specialize in emotional eating is because I emotionally ate my way up to 284 pounds. Okay, this is me. And I ate my way up to 284 pounds because I wanted a lot of things in my life, but it was hard to manage everything. And so because of that, I use food to make me feel better, to help me cope, to help me keep going. When I was tired, what would I do? I would what? Now, I wish I had slept. But what would I do? Eat. And what would I eat? Junk and sugar and things like that. And so I developed obesity-related asthma, hypertension that I was on medication for, and I had chronic back and knee pain. And my body was breaking down because I was using food to manage all the things I wanted to do in my life and the results because of it. God blessed me because I had tried everything. Who's here tried Weight Watchers? Okay, who here had Jenny Craig, Nutrisystem, the 10-day detox, the this, the that, and the other? Everybody's tried something if you're trying to get healthier. And does it work? Does it work for long? The reason why it doesn't is because you haven't addressed the core issue. Now, Robin had talked about the emotions. I am a faith-based dietitian. I also have my master's degree in mental health counseling. This is my second career. My first career was in the field of rehabilitation counseling, where I specialized in substance abuse addictions and helping people get back into the workforce. And I switched over into the field of dietetics because God blessed me to lose the weight through a faith-based approach. Because I wanted a lot of things out of my life, especially the weight loss, but I couldn't make it happen. but God made it happen. He helped me get my act together, get my head together, put down the food. Okay, put down the food. Start talking and start doing things in moderate sizes. Like this is the size of a muffin. Okay? When I tell people that this is the size of a muffin, what kind of reaction do I get? That's a small muffin, right? Now, when we were younger, who remembers muffin tins that were this size? Now we have muffins the size of softballs, okay? So I work with folks to help people. So let me go back. So God blessed me to lose all the weight, and I've been at my current weight now since 2002. This year makes 15 years I've been maintaining my weight loss. Thank you. Now, God didn't just do it so I could look in the mirror and be like, God damn. He did not do that for that reason. He did it because he wanted me to go back and help others. Help others be free from the stronghold of poor health. So in my practice, so he sent me back to school after being out of school for 17 years to go back to school for 4.5 years to become a dietitian. I work with a lot of people in my practice who are like the people in this room. People who want success, people who want to become entrepreneurs, people who have business, people who go to work every day but have a dream and have a vision to have their own business. Who here wants to have their own business that's successful? Who here finds it really stressful to make that happen? Who here doesn't practice self-care because they're trying to make that happen? Yes? Am I in the right place? Let me ask you again. Who here does not prioritize self-care in their quest to achieve a successful business? Okay. Because I am a faith-based dietitian, I get a lot of people who are in the ministry. And they're a lot like the other people I work with who are trying to achieve their own businesses and make success and have success. You put all your energy into your jobs, into your businesses. You do not get enough rest, all right? And you do not take care of yourselves. And then what happens is you get a wake-up call, usually from the physician saying that your A1C is 5.9. Now, does everybody know exactly what I'm talking about? That's dangerous. Okay, who here does not, raise your hand, it's okay. Who here does not know their A1C? Okay. The hemoglobin A1C is a lab test that we use that medical people use to measure your blood sugar levels over time. Most people do not know that they are pre-diabetic or diabetic. And understand that if you do not address that issue, because if you do not, the first thing to go that eventually over time chronically are your kidneys. So here you are trying to start your own businesses and you're not even taking care of yourself. So here, what I'm going to be here to do, I'm going to give you a few tips. And this is what I talk to about my clients all the time, especially those who are just like you in this room. They want so much out of life. They truly believe that God is guiding them to a destiny, that he has big plans for them. But let me tell you it here. If you are not practicing self-care, it will not happen the way you want it to happen. It just won't, because you have to focus on yourself first. So here are some tips, okay? Just really quickly. I know we don't have a lot of time. Okay. Who here eats 3 meals a day? Who here does not skip meals? Who here eats 3 meals a day without compromise? Why is Darlene's hand down is beyond me. Okay. So boy, she just put you on Front Street. Okay. One thing you must do. Who here needs a lot of energy to do all the things you want to do? Who here needs a lot? You don't need no energy? You need a lot of energy? What about you? Do you need energy? Yes? Okay. You need energy? Okay. You will not have enough energy if you do not have 3 meals a day. If you skip meals, all right, first of all, I want you to understand that if you are a chronic skipper, if you skip meals, you are at a higher risk for developing prediabetes. We know this. People, it is statistically, you are significantly higher for developing prediabetes, and people who are pre-diabetic who skip meals, particularly breakfast, and a small bagel and coffee is not a food group. No, right, it's not a food group. Even though a $5 cup of coffee from Starbucks feels like a food group, okay, it's not a food group. If you skip meals and you have pre-diabetes, you are at greater risk for developing full-blown diabetes. By not feeding your body regularly, and your cells need energy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time your cells are requiring energy, and you don't feed your body, how can you expect to have the clarity and the sharpness that you need to do the things that you want to do? You must feed your body, and you must feed it quality. And when I mean quality, and this is a simple thing, I actually have clients come in and say, Elizabeth, now I'm getting texts all the time, Elizabeth, I found this product, I really like this. Elizabeth, is this product good? The simple way to know if you're eating quality, if you can't spell or state the ingredients on the product, or it reads like the table of elements, put it back. You do not want to glow in the dark, okay? This is what's happening on your insides, all right? Nature Valley granola bars are not healthy. Stop eating them. If you read the ingredients, you'll see that it has so much sugar and very little. She's shaking her head. Yes, please. Yes. Am I right or what?
You have to read your labels, especially if you have children. My thing, I started with that because I have my girls, and I wanted them to always have what is 100% natural as close to it. So yeah, I learned that really fast. Everything on the labels is not what you want in your body.
Right, exactly. And if, as an entrepreneur, you have to be on top of taking care of yourself. Okay, so now I have people who say, no, Elizabeth, I don't eat processed foods. I'm a vegetarian, right? But they're overweight. Okay? What's wrong with that picture? Because they're eating too much of a good thing. All right? So, this is the size of your cereal bowl. This is a serving size. Don't look at me like in disbelief, okay? Right, okay. This is a serving size of a cereal bowl. This is all the cereal everybody in this room needs. Okay? Now, you're healthy, you're eating healthy, you're saying, I'm eating my Cheerios. Stop eating the Cheerios. They are low inferior products. They have, Honey Nut Cheerios has 9 grams of sugar, 9 grams of sugar per serving. Okay, you're better off with Kashi Heart to Heart Warm Cinnamon Toast Cereal. It's really tasty. Spend the extra $1, you're getting a better quality product and less sugar. So we have to manage our portions. So what I want everybody to do is tonight, when you go home, okay, when you go home, I want tonight for you to look on your plate and see if your plate looks like this, where half your plate is filled with veggies, a quarter of your plate is filled with starch, okay, preferably complex carbohydrates, and a quarter of your plate is filled with protein. Okay? So this is, if you eat just like this as an entrepreneur, you eat 3 meals a day, you will have the energy that you're looking for. All right? Because you won't be overeating. You'll be eating more antioxidants that clear out all the toxins in your body, and it gives you the energy that you need. So that's number 2. Number 3, which is really important. I said, 3 was don't eat junk. I could be there all day for that one, okay? I'm going to leave Nakisha to talk about the exercise. I'm going to skip that one because Nakisha is completely amazing, and I'm going to leave that to the experts. But let me talk about 2 more things and I'm done. First of all, who here takes supplements? Okay. I want you to be careful about the supplements. Supplements can't replace what's not in your food. Okay, I have a lot of clients who come to me and I say, bring your supplements to me. And what I find what happens is they're taking overdoses of supplements. So they're taking a multivitamin that, for example, has 2,000% vitamin A, or they're having, or zinc, right? It has 150% zinc. And then they're taking calcium, zinc, magnesium supplement. And then they're taking some tonic that they found on HSN, okay? And what they won't realize is that they're about to develop a vitamin A toxicity. They're about to develop a zinc toxicity. They're taking so much zinc that they're blocking the copper, and that's why they're feeling fatigued and tired. All right, this is why you need to be careful about taking these supplements. If everybody here would commit to working with a dietitian, not a nutritionist. All dietitians are medical professionals. We are all nutritionists. All nutritionists are not dietitians. And you don't have to come see me, though I'd really like it if you did, right? Right? It's really important to work and have your program as an entrepreneur, work with someone who will sit down with you, tell me your lifestyle, tell me your schedule, and let's figure out how to make self-care work. Figure out when you're going to eat, how you're going to eat, how much you're going to eat, how much you're going to feed your kids. So you can do all that, achieve your business goals, and not sacrifice your health in the process. Which takes me to my last point. Stress, desserts, spelled backwards, is stressed. Okay, desserts, spelled backwards, is stressed. A lot of my clients who come to me, it's not so much what they're eating, it's why they're eating. And we can sit and create the best food plan, all right, not a diet, but a food plan, where we talk about breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, weekend eating, eating out, eating at social events, blah, 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 blah. And they are on fire. And then they go to work, and they've had a really, really tough day. And then they get stuck in the commute on the way home, because the A train breaks down. And then they get home, and they get a letter from the school for their child, because the child's acting out. And then they have to do the laundry. And then after they put the kids to bed, they're sitting on the couch. And you know what? You know what they start thinking about? That piece of chocolate that's in the back of the refrigerator. And you know what? Then they completely forget that they ever met a dietitian until later. Because that chocolate is going to make them feel good in the moment. But then they wind up having 3 and 4 pieces. And then the next night they do the same thing. And then they're frustrated because they can't reach their health goals. And it's not that they don't want to, it's that they're using food to feel better, to give themselves pleasure, to fill the void, to give them that relaxation that they're not getting from other places. So as you think about your quest to achieve a successful business, be sure that self-care, which involves a healthy eating plan, a customized eating plan, that gives you energy and feeds you throughout the day, that's not full of chemicals, that is full of the right vitamins and minerals you need, and includes sleep, everything in the right portion, and first and foremost, that includes God. Because we could talk about healthy eating all day long, but if you don't put God in that mix, all right, you will go down in flames each and every time. If you put self-care first, you put God first, everything will follow, you will achieve your goals. Thank you, everybody.